Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Eagle, U.S. Global Command 3.4. Alright, first order of business is escalation increase. +7 for basic intelligence took the Americans from 23 up to 30. Still just short of the DEFCON 3 threshold. Alright. Tech. AMD, advanced logistics, long-range missiles, advanced sonar. Yes to advanced sonar, no to everything else. So the Americans go from stage 2 to stage 3. Now, the Americans have a new special ability. Well, an old special ability. Let me put it this way. An old wartime income adjustment has been converted to a special ability. It's Morning Again in America allows U.S. Global to re-roll any one tech success for a chance to move a tech 2 stages on 1 turn. So, they are going to try to complete advanced sonar using the special ability. And there it is, they rolled an 11 again. Advanced sonar is complete for the Americans. Hooray! All right, next order of business. Global operations. You remember PRF placed an insurgent in Tanzania. So, for counterinsurgency, the Americans are paying for 2 dice, 1 IPP each, and they're using an advisor for the 3rd free die. And then in diplomacy, they are going to use 2 free dice to try to influence Pakistan again into a defense treaty. Okay, that's it for global operations. Had to have a little conference with the Assistant Chief of Staff. That's it for global operations. So now military aid. The Americans on both sides of the globe are finding merit in sending naval units as military aid to their miners. So the Americans are going to spend 3 to send another destroyer to South Africa as aid. They have arms sales discount of 1. And then they're going to spend the other 2 to send 1 to Saudi Arabia. They have an arms sales discount of 2. So that's 2 destroyers totals up to 4, and -3 for the total arms sales gets the price down to 5. And then for themselves, they're going to spend 4 for a destroyer. And then they are spending 16. Is that 16? No, wait a minute. I miscalculated something. That's only 12. I thought I had more money left than I did. All right. We got to recalculate. Wait, no we don't. No we don't. It works. It costs 12. 2 air cabs is 8, and a Marine is 4 more to make 12. Okay, we're good. Combat. It's going to be 1 combat. Once again, the Americans are going to do a surgical strike on PRF in Somali Republic. It's going to be the same airstrike package as before, a fighter on SEAD, attack bomber, the B-52 from Diego Garcia coming in to carpet bomb, and the 2 Top Gun ASFs escorting. And for a special twist this time, the SSN from I-10 is going to move 1-2 into I-3, and it is going to shoot a pair of cruise missiles into Somali Republic as part of the surgical strike. And since the Americans completed PGM last turn, the cruise missiles automatically have full target select. But the other guys do not. So we do still need spy satellite support for this attack, so that the fighter on SEAD and the attack bomber go in at their full values. All right, that's going to be the surgical strike. But first, we're going to do our global operations rolling this time. So the 3 blue dice are the counterinsurgency in Tanzania. The 2 orange dice are defense treaty attempt with Pakistan. Yes to Pakistan, no in Tanzania. Those PRFs. Okay, so that is going to push the Americans up 2 more to 32 and DEFCON 3. That occurs before end of turn phase, so they do still have an opportunity to think and decide if they want to deploy some expeditionary forces. They'll think about that. Okay, so now oh wait, I gotta get the marker, because they did get defense treaty with Pakistan. Okay, so we'll get these on here. Now, will this amount to anything in Pakistan? Well, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so now we're going to do the attacks in here. The SEAD fighter will go in because it's a minor. They can't do missile defense. They can only do air defense. So the fighter will shoot SEAD first, and then we'll go from there. Seven, he missed. The SAM survives to fire air defense. However, the 2 cruise missiles get to go in unimpeded. So here they go. And there is 1 hit by a cruise missile. Okay, so one hit. Now, the SAM gets its 3 air defense shots. And the PRF decided again not to scramble. Okay, there is 1 hit. 1 hit on one air hit, and it is first strike, so obviously they are going to have to kill one of the Top Gun ASFs. So that satisfies that. It doesn't matter about first strike for the surgical strike because they don't get to defend anyway. So now we have a B-52 carpet bombing. There are 2 hits there. So we take that up to 3. And then we've got the attack bomber. And there is a 4th hit there. A pretty good surgical strike. 4 hits. PRF has to absorb in Somali Republic. Well, they're obviously going to take the paramilitary for 1. They'll take the SAM for a 2nd and 2 MBTs to make 4. Yeah, that was that was a pretty good airstrike. They did good on that. Okay, get these guys out of the way. Stand him back up straight. Now that's it for combat. Non-combat. The air flies back. There we are. Cruise missiles come off. And very good. Let's see. More non-combat movements. I'll put the PRF stuff on there off camera, but like the others, it'll be a SAM, 2 light infantry, and a minor airbase. We got some non-combat over here in the States. Okay, the A-10 moves down to Gulf States. The ASF moves down to Gulf States. The SAM here moves to southern United States. The fighter is going to move to southern United States. The Marine in northeast United States is going to use strategic land movement and go 1-2 to Gulf States. And I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for non-combat. All right. So now we're placing units. Okay. 2 air cav and a Marine are built at the major Army base in Gulf States. The destroyer is built up here at one of the shipyards in A-24. He's going to join that group right there. All right, Nobody gets recruitment, so we're delivering military aid. So we deliver a destroyer to South Africa, and we deliver a destroyer up here to Saudi Arabia. Collect money. The Americans are at 32. The Americans decided let me think about this expeditionary forces just a second. Yeah, the Americans have decided they are going to deploy their 2 light infantry from the expeditionary force box, and they are going to send them to South Africa to help aid them in their resistance of communism encroaching on Southern Africa. Okay, there we go. Now, 32 in the bank. I did take the 2 cruise missiles out of the American inventory, and that'll be it. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.